Good morning everyone, my name is Alex Dodds. Welcome to episode 64 of Dodds Diaries. Today is Monday the 11th of September. Time's now coming up to 20 past 7 in the morning. Today I go on holiday. We go down to London, but we're not actually going on holiday to London, no. We're going beyond that. Not just me travelling, but also got me mum travelling as well. She's actually waiting in the bus stop. So you'll be seeing her during this five-parter. We are actually going to Paris. Yes. For the very first time ever, I'm going to be travelling on the Eurostar, going through the Channel Tunnel, or the Channel, what people say. And, well, for me mum it's my first time over there, but for me it's actually my second time, as I went there with a school 11 years ago, back in 2006. Now, I've been really looking forward to this all my life. However, this will be one of my most toughest holidays ever, most challenging places to go as well. As you know, in recent years, Paris has been subjected to terrorist attacks, including that horrible one in November 2015, and also we've got Brexit ongoing as well. Now I'm starting here at Northlands in Chelsea Street. We'll catch the bus to Durham and then I'll explain everything once we get there. So this is the first of the five-parter diary. Let's hope you enjoy this and everything else that's to come. This will be fantastic. It's our bus that'll take us to Durham. I'll be saying goodbye to this place until Friday night.
This is next stop, Chesterley Street, Black Horse.
Right, I'm now at Durham. It's 8:15. So, off to France we go. Right, we're going to get the 0838 from here straight to London King's Cross, and we get down there for 11:40. When I get down there, I'll be able to do a session there, probably do for about 40 minutes or so. And then we have to be over at St Pancras International about 40 minutes before departure. We leave St Pancras at 13:30, well, around 1:30. We get to Paris at about 4 to 5. Once we've gone through the Channel Tunnel, we go forward 1 hour to French time. Now, my first ever time on the Eurostar. I hope to get on one of the new trains that are out. I wouldn't mind going on one of the old ones though. Now, my knowledge of French trains is obviously nowhere near as good as UK ones. But over there in Paris, I would expect to see TGVs, Fallies, and of course Eurostar trains, and also local L'Île-de-France trains as well. Now, there are 5 terminals over there to do. Hopefully I'll be able to do them. I've got no idea what SNCF are like with railway enthusiasts. Hopefully this should be alright. Bear in mind, security over there is tight. More tight than what it is over here, actually, I should say. And while we're over there, we'll be getting around on the Paris Metro system, and also the RER. The RER is just more braided. It's got double-decker trains, actually, underground. And of course, as well as that, I'll be taking in the sights of Paris that I've waited a long, long while to see. So whether it's the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, the Notre Dame, it'll all be superb. Now, let's enjoy the rest of the journey. Oh, you'll be hearing us speaking a bit of French once we get over there as well. Oui. Comes our train. It's running 5 minutes late. Right, bit of a situation report. Unfortunately, the train's having to turn around and we're heading up to Newcastle, and then we're going to come back down because the cab going south has got a fault in it. Which means we're going to get to London half an hour later than scheduled. Oh well. So, for the time being, we are going completely the wrong direction. Even me man may have thinks it's funny as well. Now what they've built here is an extension to the platform because the new Zoomer trains are longer.
Very good morning to those who have just joined us at Durham. Once again, I'd just like to apologise for the delay we're going to incur on this journey. Once again, we do have a problem with the south end of the train. Unfortunately, the driver wasn't able to take it forward anymore, so instead of cancelling the train, which sometimes we might have to do to save us cancelling the service, what we've done, we're going to run back north up to Newcastle. We're going to go take the train over the bridges at Newcastle, so basically what's now at the north end of the train will then be pointing south, so therefore then we can continue our journey going southwards to London. I won't be able to give you an estimated time of arrival just yet into London King's Cross as we are heading back north. Then we're going to head back south, so once we depart from the Newcastle area, I will be able to give you some sort of arrival time into destinations. But I'd just like to apologise for the inconvenience, of course, and I'd like to thank you once again for your understanding in this matter. As I press about the train, if you want to ask me any questions regarding connections, tickets, etc., I will pass it out this service, so by all means please do stop and ask me as I move through the train. In the meantime, our food bar is now open in coach H, circle wide selection of refreshments, teas, coffees, hot chocolate, beers, wine, spirits, sweet and savoury snacks, wide selection of hot and cold sandwiches. No trolley in the standard class combination. If you wish to purchase refreshments, please make your way up to coach H. Once again, once we depart from the Newcastle area, I'll be able to give you some sort of estimated time of arrivals into stations. Thank you.
Should have been going through Ferry Hill now. Instead, we're going through Newton Hall. Metro hello to Chestnut Street. I thought we left this place behind for the 4 nights, but no. We're going back through it again, and then we'll have to come back through it yet again afterwards. Right, for a pit stop, here we are, Newcastle. So we're going to quickly go through here and then go back down south, and then hopefully no more problems. They're doing a movement. Across the high level. Back into Date's Head. Right, now hopefully we'll be gone from here. Right, we're just passing Durham now. We'll start making progress. It's now 9:20. So we are about 40 minutes late.
Luggage for belongings. Please land again. Should you train the platform next? Thank you for joining us, sir. We look forward to seeing you again soon. You've got connections from York, Harrogate, Knaresborough, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool, Manchester Airport, Huddersfield, Dewsbury, Bolton, Stevenage, Scarborough. Please do change here. Do thank you for joining us, sir. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Once again, apologies for any inconvenience caused due to our last service today. If you have other connections, please don't worry, your tickets will be accepted on the next available service. And once again, thank you for travelling with us today. Your next call, once again, will be York, very shortly. Thank you.
in there. D6700 over there. 799 in there. Now it's interesting because we are in reverse formation all the way down now. Now at Peterborough, it's now 11:48, so we are running 50 minutes late.
gentlemen, my name is Jeremy, train manager on board, and warm welcome to passengers joining us at Peterborough, to our virgin train service to London King's Cross. Apologies for the delay to this service. It was caused by a broken speedometer in the rear of the train. Driver there had to change ends and turn the train around at Newcastle. This led us to leaving at Peterborough approximately 51 minutes behind schedule. Watch also at Peterborough. They put the stopping service in front of us. This train will also be stopping at Stevenage. Therefore we may incur a slightly more delay to our journey further along the line. Flight showing arriving into London King's Cross approximately 12:38. Please ensure your luggage is stored in the racks provided, keeping all aisles clear and checking luggage at frequent intervals throughout your journey. For your safety and security, CCTVs in operation. Safety information is displayed in the areas between the coaches and Wi-Fi is available throughout the train. If you're in any of our quiet coaches, that's being standard class or in first class, then please switch all through equipment to the sound mode and make any type of calls on the vestibule ends. If you have any questions throughout your journey, please don't hesitate to ask any member of the team. Our reception is available on board the service today, and I'm sure about the catering of it. Once again, the next station, London King's Cross, in approximately 50 minutes time. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments time this service will be arriving at London King's Cross, final calling point for this journey. When leaving us here, please make sure to take all of your personal belongings with you, and when leaving the train, please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. On behalf of myself and the onboard team, I'd like to thank you for Virgin Trains, and I apologise for the delay to this service and any inconveniences caused to your journey today. Make you aware of the delay repay scheme. More details can be found on the Virgin Trains East Coast website. The train identification code is 1E04 or 1E for Echo 04. Sorry. Individual identification code for this train has been delayed. Once again, London King's Cross, final calling point in a few moments' time.
finally at London King's Cross, getting here 1 hour late. Now, we need to go over to St Pancras and check in straight away. On to the Eurostar we go. We're going on one of the original Eurostar trains. To the right is one of the new ones. This is one of the originals. This has been the terminus since 2007. The old terminus used to be at Waterloo. Now we're going to enjoy this ride as we go under La Manche. Rightio everyone, here we am. This is on the original Eurostar. This is the Class 373. Some of these, in the old days, used to be used on GNER White Rose services out of King's Cross to Leeds. Over there is the East Midlands train side. There's two Class 222 Meridians. It's the terminus of the Midland Main Line. And over there, one of the new Eurostar trains, which hopefully we might get on when we come back. My mum here's enjoying herself. It's her first time on here as well. Now, we got down here an hour late. Not one of the best journeys I had from Durham down to here. And we got delayed several times, but would have get a refund of half the fare, at least. Now it's time to enjoy the journey as we go through the channel. And off to Paris we go. Now the train goes through Stratford, then Ebbsfleet, then Ashford, then through the Channel. We're in there for 20 minutes, and then we're in northern France, we go through Calais, and then Lille, and then we get to Paris at about 4:30 French time. It's 43:64, so it's basically goodbye England now until Friday.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on board Eurostar, direct service to Paris. I am Nobel, and with my colleague Sebastian, we are your train managers today. We will be walking through the train, so feel free to ask any question about your journey or your connections in Paris. Our arrival time at Paris Gare du Nord will be at 16:47 local time. Our Café Metropole is now open and situated in coach number 6 and 13. Our colleagues Salvatore and Nasser are looking forward to serving you. On the behalf of the whole team, I wish you a pleasant journey with Eurostar. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour et bienvenue à bord d'Eurostar à destination de Paris-Gare du Nord, service direct. Je suis Nobel et avec mon collègue Sébastien, nous sommes vos chefs de bord aujourd'hui. Nous allons passer dans le train pour répondre à vos questions concernant votre voyage ou votre correspondance en gare de Paris-Nord et notre arrivée prévue en gare de Paris-Nord vers 16h47 heure locale. Nos cafés métropoles sont maintenant ouverts, ils sont situés en voiture 6 et 13. Nos collègues Salvatore et Nasser sont ravis de vous accueillir.
So it's about pass over the East Coast Main Line. This is where we came in earlier on. same tunnel is also used by South Eastern high speed trains as well, HS1. Known as the Channel Tunnel Rail Link. This is Stratford International we're going through. Where do we pick up 200 mile per hour? Yeah, we just passed near the old sea, the sea to sea line. Just up past Med's Corner. So he's tucking into a sandwich, and so am I, tucking into a tuna meal. This feels absolutely quick. Much quicker than Virgin East Coast. And we're just passing, this is Dartford. That over there is the Dartford crossing. Just to the left, that's the main motorway that will go down to Dover. When I went 11 years ago, I went with the school to France. I went in the bus. Ashford now, we're going through. Some of the southeastern trains down there, some of the javelins. This is all third rail territory. Next now. On we go. Right, it's now 2 o'clock. Just coming up to Folkestone Eurotunnel. Obviously we slow down now to about 60 miles. I'd say about 70 miles per hour. That's the M20. The Eurotunnel just there. That's where you take your car into.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon be entering the tunnel. Transit time will be about 20 minutes. Mesdames et messieurs, notre route arrive dans le tunnel sous la Manche. La traversée prendra environ 20 minutes.
We have just now entered the Channel Tunnel. Train's starting to dip down, so we are now heading under the English Channel. It's now 14:06, we should be out the tunnel at about 14:24. Been in 10 minutes, so we should be midway through. You will have noticed now the clock has now gone forward 1 hour to French time, so it's actually now 15:20. We should be out the tunnel in about a few minutes time. too far away now. Here it is. Now we are in France. Vive la France. We're just passing through Calais. Just passing through Lille now. Just near Paris now, and in the distance up there is Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à Paris, il est 15h46 heure locale et dans quelques instants notre Eurostar entrera en gare de Paris-Gare du Nord. Excusez-moi, il est 16h46 heure locale et dans quelques instants notre Eurostar entrera en gare de Paris-Gare du Nord, soit terminus. Avant de descendre à Suriot, de n'avoir rien oublié à bord. Merci d'avoir choisi Eurostar pour votre voyage aujourd'hui. Et au nom de l'ensemble de l'équipe, je vous souhaite une agréable soirée. Nous espérons tous vous revoir bientôt à bord d'Eurostar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris. The local time is 16:46 and we will soon be arriving at Paris-Gare du Nord where the train terminates. Please remember to take all your belongings with you when leaving the train. Thank you for joining with Eurostar today, and on behalf of the whole team of Ship Present State Paris, and we hope to see you soon on board Eurostar.
Bonjour, mesdames and messieurs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Paris. Yes, here I am in Paris now. This is Gare du Nord, just getting off the train here. Now, we're going to go to the hotel and check in. And then the fun begins. And here we go, first metro ride.
Stalingrad. Stalingrad.
Right, so here I am in Paris. It's now 5 to 6 French time. Checked into our hotel. We're at Hotel IBIS budget. It's not far from Gare du Nord, it's a couple of stops. Just had my first ride on the metro. It's brilliant. More rides to come. We'll just rest a bit and then we'll go out. Right, we're now going to go over to our nearest metro stop, which is called Lumiere. We're on line, it's on the orange line. it's now 20 to 8. Brought myself to Champ de Mars because look what I want to show you. What we've come to see. Yes, it's not Blackpool Tower, it's the Eiffel Tower. And it looks absolute amazing. 11 years since I've been here. I last came here with a school. I've waited all that time to see this again. Hopefully my second part, I'll be going all the way up there to the top. Now, so there's the rest of the park here. Half of it looks like it's closed off for redevelopment work. Now, we've been in Paris since 20 to 5, French time. So far, it's been very, very fantastic. We've had a few rides on the Paris Metro. Compared to the London Underground, well, the trains are a bit bigger. There's more space on the platforms. It's not as hot as well. It does get really, really hot on the Underground, especially the Victoria and Central lines. I think there are more lines in operation as well. There's a lot more stations in Central Paris than what there is in Central London. But also the system seems to be a bit more busier than the tube as well. Oh, and it's also cheaper to ride on as well. What me and my mum have done, we've bought 2 Paris Visité tickets, the zones 1 to 3, and we can use that. All the metro, all the RER, we'll probably go and see that either tonight or tomorrow. On the buses as well, and I think the trams, trains as well, and also trains within the Lille de France region as well. Now, London is broken up into different boroughs. You've got like the borough of Islington, the borough of Camden, Tower Hamlets, borough of Westminster. Over here, Paris is broken up into 20 arrondissements, and each one has its own characteristics. We're here in the 7th one, and we've made a very good start. Come here and see my baby, the Eiffel Tower. As for the railway side, there are 5 terminals here in Paris I'll be filming while I'm here. Gare du Nord, I'll plan to do that tomorrow. There's Gare Louis, Gare de Lyon, Gare Saint-Lazare, no, not Saint-Lazare, Gare Montparnasse, and Gare Austerlitz. Obviously my French is not as good as all the Parisians around us, but hopefully I'll pick up on a lot of stuff this week. Our room was alright. Well, at least for our first time it is kind of good. Now we're going to just enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll probably look at the River Seine as well. Got a bit closer now to the Eiffel Tower and it looks absolute huge. It's really going up to the sky. I have to go up that tomorrow, but unfortunately Mum won't. But she's still enjoying herself at least. Absolutely. Right, it's now 5 to 9. We've had our dinners. Had a classic French meal, steak and chips, and it was lovely. And there's people around the park area selling everything. That's why they keep interrupting us. And have a look at this. There's the tower, all lit up in all its glory. Now, from what I hear, this actually sparkles for a few minutes on the hour each in the late evening. So we've timed it right and hopefully it'll sparkle at 9 o'clock. Oh, I've waited such a long time to see this, and I cannot wait to go at the top of that. It's absolutely stunning. Here it is, the tower sparkling. Oh, and that looks absolutely amazing. Yeah. It lasts for 5 minutes This is just one amazing light show. In my opinion, this beats Blackpool Tower any day. It's been amazing around here. That light show was fantastic. We're now going to walk to the nearest mountain. Now we're going to move up to the Arc de Triomphe. I've definitely got to come back here and see the Eiffel Tower on a night, one night this week. So we're on line 6 of the Metro. This is one of the older trains. These you have to open manually, and also these are rubber tired as well. It's now coming up to 10 to 10. This is the Arc de Triomphe. Massive roundabout here. That is an absolute amazing that. Hopefully I'll be going up that one day. And here, this is Champs-Élysées. Very popular street. A lot of high street shops. It's lovely when it's lit up. Sort of reminds me of Mall, actually, from London. Hey, it's just absolutely amazing tonight for our first night. This is my last tourist hotspot tonight. Then after we finish, me and my mum are going to go back over to our lodge because we're both tired. We've been up since 6 o'clock this morning and we're ready for bed. Here's one final look at the Eiffel Tower sparkling for tonight. That is absolutely amazing. Do you know what? I'd love to see that from a distance out. There we go, that's done. Now we're going to walk to the Metro, which is just round here somewhere. Just over here actually. We need to get a Metro to a station called Jura. It's quite a few stops away, past Gare du Nord. and then we change there just to go one stop to our lodge.
IBIS, Rochechouart. IBIS, Rochechouart.
Jaurès. Jaurès.